What's going on, everybody? Today is Thursday, February 6th, episode 22 of Mass Debaters. It's Super Bowl week. We have a Super Bowl. We had it last week. We just didn't talk about it. The Commanders, hats off. They were in the NFC Championship game. That happened. And yeah, Bills Chiefs. It was pretty much what everybody thought. It was a classic. Maybe not like a super highly rated matchup between the Chiefs and the Bills, considering some of the ones they've had, but still close to the end and the same fucking result as always. So, Chiefs-Eagles rematch of a couple of years ago.
Fun fact about that one, I was at an Eagles Super Bowl watching party in Philly.
Oh, that had to be so sick at the end.
I was quiet the whole time. And then, there's no intimidating. I wasn't, worried about how, whatever. But then, oh, dude, it was so incredible. I was wearing a slightly green shirt.
It's like, this thing is really gray, but it's got a green tint to it.
You squint your eyes and in the right lighting.
Yeah, what's his face? Fucking Adam Brenneman after that game. He was I think you'd rather have Jalen Hurts than Patrick Mahomes as my franchise quarterback.
What a silly goose that guy is.
They didn't even win the game.
Yeah. And also Mahomes played awesome too. It's
Hurts
just they
played
didn't
really
expect
good in the game. I was like,
the chronic deep balls by Hurts that game were I feel like I remember them being pretty underthrown. There was just the defense, the top was way blown off the defense.
Yeah.
Really.
And that fumble. The fumble was. That was like a Jameis.
Yeah. It's just the air time. It's like an arm punt, but his team actually caught.
Sorry, I just thought of a Super Bowl moment. I had to write it down. That it's definitely, I'm not going to pick it, but I had to remember to honorable mention it. But yeah, so Chiefs are favored -1.5. The over-under's 48.5. So we're going to do some picks. I think everybody's got a prop or two we're going to do. And then we're going to do all-time Super Bowl moments draft. So a fully Super Bowl themed episode here. I already know. I think for the game, if you're ready, I'd like to start with Eric because I already know what Corey's doing, and it's the same thing as me. So I want to give an opportunity.
Just a pick.
Yeah, just what are you betting in the game?
I feel like I remember what you guys were talking about it too, but I want my fiance to be happy, and it really bothers me that I have to I cannot get myself to want the Eagles to win a fucking Super Bowl. I cannot do it. And I'm never going to be mad at myself for betting on the Chiefs with just 1.5 points. So I think I'm one of the few out there that actually thinks it'd be kind of cool to see a three-peat. I think Patrick Mahomes gets a shitload of flack I think he's just kind of a good dude. He bit that the game against Josh Allen where he's bitching about the call at the end of the game and he sounds like a crybaby here and there. Each one of us has sounded like that at some point in sporting events. Honestly, we've sounded like that playing pickup basketball at Shippensburg Rec Center. So I don't fall for that. I think he's a good dude. He can't help that his family sucks. I like the Chiefs -1.5. If I were to pick a second one, I'd just take it over because you can't fucking bet an under in the Super Bowl. Jail if you do that. So Chiefs -1.5.
I actually think that's becoming a popular take, is that people would rather see the three-peat than the Eagles. I loved seeing Eagles fans.
That's how disgusting that fucking city is.
I know. I loved seeing Eagles fans being people are finally going to have to root for us. And everyone's like, actually,
no.
Why are we rooting against the Chiefs? What did the Chiefs do to the entire NFC?
I saw people complaining, people were in Instagram and Twitter arguments about like the city being dangerous and like saying all this stuff, I think it actually was under a video of the mayor spelling Eagles wrong while doing that chant, which I think is years old. It's a couple of years old, right? That's not new, but they're just making T-shirts like it just happened. Pretty sure that's like old, but
is it? I don't know.
But there are people in the comments being like, "Don't we remember that there was in Kansas City at their parade last year? There was a shooting and people got shot or whatever." It's like,
yeah, it was one of the players. Fucking.
But they're like the Eagles just won the NFC Championship game, and they already were shooting guns off like in the midst of a large crowd of people. So ridiculous.
I just hate everything about that place. That's all it is. I just don't like that city at all.
One single time when I lived there.
Yeah, I fucking hate it there.
Was there.
Yeah,
it's just like I drove there to go to the concert last year, and it was just the concert great. The rest of the experience was absolutely miserable.
Was it at the stadium?
Yeah, the stadium's disgusting. That place stinks. It took me 2.5 hours to get a half a mile to get onto the highway.
To leave?
Yes. That place fucking sucks. And the traffic is disgusting. The city's disgusting. It just sucks.
There's that one spot probably, because I actually am there all the time because that's where my dad picks me up from Philly airport. And probably, it's like 7 or so miles from the airport in both directions. It is always fucking backed up. The other thing too is the sports complex there. It's very cool to have all the stadiums right there, and like it's just a gigantic parking lot and then the arenas and the stadiums pretty much. But you are right that it's this gigantic square, and then there's a million places to exit, and there's no order of like anything.
And everyone's a cocksucker.
Yeah.
Everyone is just the biggest cocksucker of all time. There's police there. They don't do a fucking thing.
Yeah.
They don't direct traffic. They don't do a fucking thing.
They pick and choose with because living there for a year. I mean, I would tell you guys about like we'd be on a 2-lane road opposing, and somebody just like decides they're like, well, it's like Wednesday. I don't feel like getting home 10 minutes later, and they just drive like against traffic for like. Some people do it for like a mile. It's crazy. And people just if they didn't stop for a red light, go straight through a red light. There's that guy driving on the shoulder for probably 2 or 3 miles, without a passenger side door on his car, and then he swerved in front of me because the right side of his car hit a road work ahead sign. So he hit it and then just went in front of me.
Yeah,
they don't care.
You gotta love that shit.
There are parts that are kind of fun, but really small.
It's like any city where if you don't have to drive, it's like you could definitely convince yourself of it. But if you do have to drive, I don't know if I've encountered a city that's driving friendly. Actually, Madison kind of is because they have parking garages like everywhere. Yeah. And so it's not terrible just to be able to hop in a parking garage.
Like $100 park.
I'll say
it's actually pretty cheap.
That's good.
The only time I haven't gone there a ton. The only time I've ever sat in traffic at Pittsburgh is at Squirrel Hill.
Yeah,
it's the only place I've
always
the tunnel, dude. And you could I didn't know that you could just go a different way.
Yeah, you could get off like a mile. I think it's 1.7 miles. You could get off.
Yeah. Dude, I was telling my uncle, he was like, well, if you just go around it this way. And I was like, I don't know, my GPS always takes me there. He's like, you just don't have to go through the tunnel.
You actually go.
Say something nice about Philly. If crime didn't exist, if it wasn't a thing,
it'd be a bang.
Never. It's pretty sweet place.
Yeah.
Walkable. Public transportation is awful, but.
Yeah, Corey, that detour, I think you go right past Blue Slide Park and through Chatham. And then you just go through Shady Side.
Yeah.
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 I started going that way when I'd come back to college.
Way better. It's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is better. All right. Yeah, I'm also betting the Chiefs. I just can't. I can't bet on the Eagles in this game. I mean, they're obviously live in the game, but I was if they like somehow had home field, I'd be kind of nervous about it. But yeah, I think on a neutral site, like I bet the Bills, and the whole time I was betting the Bills, I knew the Chiefs are going to win. It's just like
Yeah.
home field or neutral site. I just don't know how you really go against them. I actually don't love the total. I kind of think it could be an under game, but like you said, you just can't bet the under, so I'm just going to stay away from it.
Yeah.
I'm on the Chiefs too. I bet against Mahomes, and actually, I think I bet on him when they lost to the Bucks.
I did
I
too.
bet on them when they beat the Eagles, and I bet against them when they beat the
Bengals.
Niners. So
Yeah.
I'm back on them against the Eagles. I'm just gonna feel better if I like bet on the Chiefs and lose. Be like, well, I thought Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not supposed to lose. So like that one at least, if I bet on the Eagles and they lose, I'll be like, yeah, you fucking idiot. What do you think's gonna happen?
I bet
But
on uh I bet on them in every Super Bowl they've been in except for the last one. That was maybe the best single game of betting I've ever had was when they beat the Niners the first time. I had like a playoff Damian touchdown, and I had the Chiefs, and I had like I had a lot of shit that ended up happening. It was good. I do think I bet a stray on like George Kittle Super Bowl MVP in that one. That didn't happen. Um, you guys got any props? I have a couple props.
I
I
got a
want to do some
couple.
props. Prop hunt here. I have I've got tails on the coin toss. I do that every year. Um, this is you might have to toss it in a parlay. Opening kick to be a touchback or a fair catch is minus 220. That thing's going through the end zone.
Yeah.
I think,
yeah,
or and
yeah,
even
it
if
is.
not, like with how good the touchback rules are now, like I get somebody wanting to make an impact off the rip,
And yeah.
but it's
Both
like
kickers got big legs too.
yeah, you get at the 25 or the 30 depending. Like
Yeah,
so, it sucks if that doesn't happen and you put in a parlay, but it's a nice little odds booster there for you. Um, Another interesting one I saw that I don't think I'm gonna bet, but plus 170 for the Super Bowl MVP to be anyone who plays running back, receiver, tight end, or fullback. And I
oh, so
think
just not the quarterback. Yeah,
right, or a defensive player.
yeah.
But
You get Saquon.
right, and that was Saquon's plus 260 though. So I'm like at that point you might as well just bet Saquon.
Yeah,
And I think the other interesting one is Kelsey. If he, because I do think it could sneaky be a retirement game for him, but I just
I
think
think it is.
I think
If they
it's
win.
really hard to see the Chiefs win the game and Mahomes not get it.
Yeah,
It's like that Pat Super Bowl, the 28-3, where it just should have been James White, and they're like, it's fucking Tom Brady.
Well,
So
and
yeah,
because they would probably have to be passing a lot to win with like that defensive, like the D line
yeah,
and everything. That's why I don't think
yeah.
the over is a lot, but I don't think it's dead because I think Andy Reid plays like he knows like they're not the Chiefs defense of old, so like they're like, all right, we're gonna have to be, we're gonna have to put up a lot of points. And I think Kelsey, I was looking at the NFC or the NFC or AFC Championship game. He had 2 receptions for 19 yards, and it feels like there's no way that he won't like do something this time. Like there's no way that he's gonna
yeah.
have the last 2 games if he might retire and if the Chiefs are gonna win this game, like he has to get like, I don't know, 40, 50 yards probably. I was even thinking a touchdown because in the Super Bowl, who's Mahomes gonna go to? Juju Smith-Schuster was the second leading receiver in the AFC Championship game. So it just feels strange. I
I
wish
think that was
I
like
didn't.
3 catches for 70 for him,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I didn't pick like the fun ones like you have. I like that. I was trying to look because the Hard Rock sucks and it doesn't have anything fun. It's just normal shit. Um, but I think I still like Saquon for 100. I want him to have an awesome game and them still to lose. If I were to pick touchdown scores between it would be Saquon or Kelsey, and then I had Kelsey for 50 yards. I am gonna throw maybe my whole account on the touchback thing. Maybe it'd be fun to parlay it with like the tails coin toss, but then that's also just like such a fucking kick in the dick if that the first thing in like the first 5 seconds of the broadcast just
There's
Yeah.
nothing like being down money before the game starts.
Yeah. I might do a unit on a parlay of tails. Wait, this could get fucked immediately.
tails.
I was going to say
Yeah.
tails and a specific team to win the toss, and I was like, what if they pick heads? It's just over. Then it doesn't even
Do
matter.
they have a doink bet anywhere?
Oh, what?
A doink bet?
I would like to see that. I feel like every playoff miss is a doink.
And I feel like Jake Elliott, I mean, everybody's saying it, so it's
He's
not
a
really
doinker.
a new take, but he's like real shaky. And I feel like shaky but also good is like a recipe for doinks because it's like he's going to be on cage, soccer term, or maybe lacrosse as well. But it's, didn't he doink recently?
He
Fat
doinked
doink
in,
wrong?
didn't he? I think.
Yeah, but doesn't that make you feel like it's out of his system?
That's true.
No,
How often
once
do
a
you
doink, always a doink.
'Cause-
He's familiar and capable of the doink. You think about it.
I like Saquon TD too. I'd probably toss that in a. I think any
It's better
parlay.
than last week when you guys were giving me shit, or at least Mags was.
For
I
what?
wasn't giving you
People
shit
were
as
going
much
minus
as
250 or whatever. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's a fucking.
that was
Doesn't
me.
matter what the odds are if you lose. It's you. It's
Well,
minus
no,
1.
it's because I did it on Caesars and their odds were like way worse. That was the point I was making.
Oh yeah, their odds were shit.
But yeah, so yeah, it was like 80 or 100 points different on the odds for him. That's why I was bitching.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he will be included in whatever parlay I end up making. It'll be that. I might even, instead of betting on, well, I think I will put a straight on the Chiefs, but I think I might just bet Mahomes Super Bowl MVP because it's better odds than them just winning. And I think if they do win, he's going to win MVP.
The only silver lining would be, like, if the Eagles win, would be if somehow they sneak the MVP to Mahomes.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, that would make me so happy still.
Yeah, and also Mahomes rush yards. I bet that every game of the playoffs. And it fucked me once, but I'm going to still do it.
We'll have to link and put a group lay together. The last dick pick parlay.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll have to just be you can all pick anything because it's only
Yeah.
like you could pick a touchdown or I'm gonna pick like a minus 300 something just so that I can hit. That's all I want to do.
I usually get cleaned the fuck out at the Super Bowl.
Me too.
So
I'm like last chance. March Madness is a month away, and I'm like, all right, we got to clean out the account.
yeah.
I hit my largest unit bet ever on the Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl when we were in college. I think it was the first time I had a gambling account. And I put like $50 on the Chiefs money line, and that was when they were down. I don't know how many possessions at half or whatever. And I was like, maybe not going to continue betting, but then it turned out great, and here I am. I probably wagered like net 20,000 or what.
Yeah, I emptied the clip on the Niners last year, and that was
Yeah.
So if the best roster didn't win last year, the best roster better not fucking win this year.
Yep.
That would be gambling, though. That's how it fucking works.
I know. I'm so fucking nervous about this. Like,
you already put yours in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a nuke.
Yeah.
It is a nuke.
It is the biggest single bet I've ever placed.
There you go.
Man.
So.
I think mine was on the Niners last year. I think that's the biggest bet I've ever placed. I did have Eric. You and I had a nice We had preseason. We had the Rams to win the Super Bowl the year they won the Super Bowl. That was a good one.
Dude,
And we've
Matt Stafford
not this
MVP.
season, but we had like 2 years in a row. Yeah, Matt Stafford MVP.
Which
Something.
one of my friends at work yesterday, he was like, this is fucking bullshit. He was like, I went in to put like $1,000. He's an Eagles fan. He's retarded too. He's like, I went in to put $1,000 on the Eagles money line, and it only pays out $46. And I was like, no, it doesn't. And he was like, what do you mean? It says it pays out $1,046. I said, yeah, it's your fucking profit. And he was like, that doesn't make any sense. And he like gambles, and I'm like, what do you?
2,045.
Yeah,
back.
and he was like, yeah, I said that, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll probably do it then. Like, all right, it's not like minus 950.
Oh
There's a plus side. There's a plus side right beside their fucking name.
Imagine betting on anything that's like minus 950 straight. That's how you. I'll never do that because I never want like DraftKings or whoever to tweet out like, we had a better bet on
Yeah.
this team money line today, $10,000 to win $50, and it didn't hit.
I just want to be in a place where I could throw $10,000 in the ticket, because I've bet over $100 on something before, but I think my first $100 bet was Garrett Cole's first start for the Yankees, and scared the shit out of me. But I was like angry. It was like felt like I was rebelling.
I did not think you were gonna say Garrett Cole's first start for the Yankees.
Oh yeah,
I
my
don't
mom
know.
was like worried about me because I was just like on our couch in the living room at home when I was still home, and
Just watching a Yankees game in
like a
April
middle
or
of the
what?
day game. Yeah, it was like just the middle of the day. It was,
You were like,
oh,
yeah, I have a good poker face around family. I did get a good relief valve this year. Was my brother bet like the Thanksgiving slate with me, and so
Oh,
I was at
nice.
least able to talk to him,
yeah.
and like we would like everybody else was just still talking at the table for like 20 minutes, and we just went back in to watch the Lions fucking blow the cover against the Bears.
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
having a good poker face, but like somebody be like, "Hey, Lewis, you want some pumpkin pie?" I'd be like, "Drop dead."
No, I'm good that like I do have a facet to my personality where I just kind of go nonverbal if I get mad about something. And so I'm just like, I just pretend that I'm really into my phone when really I want to shoot myself in the head. But yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is it all-time Super Bowl moments draft time here, boys?
I think it is.
I think it
Can
is
we get
as well.
Corey's props?
Oh, Corey, do you have
Oh,
props?
yeah. I might need some help with some numbers, because I forgot to write them down. I have Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown.
Here, let me pull up my FanDuel real quick. Oh my god. Their Super Bowl stuff is so fun. He's plus 155.
Okay, I have that. I also have Devonta Smith's receiving yards over. I was thinking about it,
Good.
and I was like, I think he's gonna have a decent game. I think Trent McDuffie, one of the best in the league, is probably gonna be around AJ Brown a lot. And I think that really opens it up for Devonta Smith, maybe Dallas Goedert too, probably. I wouldn't hate his total either. Um, I also think if the Chiefs defense can have some success on first down against the Eagles, like keep them in, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 7, as opposed to like letting Saquon rip off 6, 7, 8 yards on first down all game long. I think it gets a lot tougher on Jalen Hurts, and I think that's what, like, they need to make him throw the ball.
Yeah.
Especially in the second half, if the Chiefs have a little lead or something, they've got to stop the run. They got to contain Saquon like as best they can. I think he'll still have a good game just because he is who he is, but I think can open things up for like a Devonta Smith or Dallas Goedert when AJ Brown's going to be getting a ton of attention on the outside, as he should. But I think those guys are going to have more one-on-one opportunities than AJ Brown is in the pass game.
I like that. Quick
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
too. There's a special on FanDuel. Of course, I haven't seen if it's on Hard Rock yet, but it's like minus 110 or something for Saquon to have 10 yards in each quarter. And I know like that looks easier than like when you actually think about it. You're like, oh, okay, like there's some where you blow up, whatever. But I feel like that's not out of the realm of possibility for minus 110, like a nice easy like throw a 20 on it type thing. For like Saquon, I don't know.
Yeah. 'Cause every time he touches the ball, it could happen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's with everybody, but
Yeah.
yeah, like
Not Eddie Lacy.
it's
Couldn't even
another guy too that reminds me. I don't know if I love
Eddie Lacy.
I don't know if I love touchdown score, but Kareem Hunt. It's a big like Pacheco's back and he is a good player, but they're definitely doing the like hot hand running back in the playoffs thing, and I bet Kareem Hunt, his like just the normal line was 25 scrimmage yards last week, and he got it in like the first quarter, and he's
Yeah.
you know, so I like a Kareem Hunt something in this game too.
The Chiefs' offense is kind of tough. I guess I'm saying that as I bet a touchdown score from them, but they're kind of tough to predict, I feel like who's going to get all the touches. Because before it was just Kelsey was getting them all and Tyreek Hill. But, like, they have two running backs. It's not just Pacheco. And a lot of their, like, guys getting open is just, like, scheme. And, like, Xavier Worthy's fast, but it's just, like, which one is the wide receiver that they picked on this play to be running full speed across the field wide open? It's just, like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster is plus 550 for a touchdown. I feel like after
don't hate that.
yeah, like I don't think
Yeah.
he's going to score a touchdown, but that's great odds.
Yeah.
But this is still happening. Belichick with his lady friend still going on. That is crazy. Out of nowhere, this guy just has a personality and is a real person.
Dude, it is great to see the real long shot guys. Carson Steele plus 4,700 to score a touchdown.
That's a fun one.
I also like both
Big
the
man
Eagles.
touchdown?
Huh?
Do we big man touchdown? Super Bowl.
Lane Johnson.
I wish
touchdown.
they had that. That's essentially a Grant Calcaterra, even though he's not a. Both defenses have better odds to score a touchdown than Samaje Perine and Kenneth Gainwell. I feel like Kenneth Gainwell is going to score a touchdown.
He's so good.
The only problem is they're just addicted to not getting Saquon in the end zone from inside the 5.
How could I possibly bet Kenneth Gainwell if Saquon's getting vultured by not Kenneth Gainwell? It's like, okay,
dude, it is crazy. A lot of Philly fans are like, "Oh, Saquon MVP." If your team would have let him score the fucking easy ass touchdowns he earned, then maybe
fucking 30 touchdowns.
Yeah, tell your coach to stop fucking tush pushing up 14 in the third quarter and just give it to him.
Yeah,
they ran a tush push. I got pissed. They ran a tush push with Kenny fucking Pickett. And I had Saquon was the last leg of a fucking anytime touchdown parlay. And I wanted to fucking kill somebody. Specifically, Nick Sirianni was the somebody. Just hand it off. It's your backup.
Yeah, and it's the easiest stat padding of all time because you're giving the ball to your running back on the goal line.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
All right. Well, shall I produce a wheel?
Oh, let's do it.
Wheel
I'd love to go 1-1 here. But the wheel is not in my favor. You're a piece of shit.
We've already established, though, Corey and I have 2 to pick.
Yeah. I actually have 3
Yeah, but then
3
that means
Steelers,
that
1
you got
Steelers.
There's our
Yeah.
guy.
get there. I'm getting there. Let's come on.
For the
What? I
1-1.
thought it was gone. The fuck? That's so
You
fucked up.
thought it was it?
That's fucked up.
No.
It is gonna be.
Stop.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
No.
Dude, the wheel fucking hates me.
Yeah. Look at him. Fucking.
Fucking NG, dude.
Here. All right, I'm last. All right. So we're doing 4 rounds tentatively. We might do 5 if we're really feeling it. Okay. Eric,
All right.
I'm just gonna delete it from my list right now.
1-1. I'm picking Super Bowl 43, James Harrison, interception, 100 yards for a touchdown.
That's the one you picked?
That's
Yeah.
not the one I had my cursor on.
That's not the one I was gonna pick.
Could have chosen 2 from you guys, but I like that one better, and I'm just happy to steal a Steelers moment away from you. I like that play.
That was an awesome play. I'll take the Santonio Holmes touchdown catch
Yeah.
in Super Bowl 43. The end of the game. That's legitimately one of the best moments of my entire life.
Yeah, me too.
I think. That
Wouldn't even have done
fucking
that.
that fucking throw is just one of the best throws of all time, all things considered. 3 guys in front of him, corner of the end zone. The catch also insane. But that was on my iPod in middle school, that was my fucking screensaver with Santonio Holmes catching the ball in the corner of the end zone.
Catch, but it was a great one.
No, it was.
It was a catch.
The,
Do
the
you
pick
actually
six
think that, or are you
also.
trolling? Do you
I
actually
don't
think that?
it was an actual catch. To be fair,
There's Cardinals fans that don't think it's a catch.
Yeah, so when I was looking at it, I remember I saw things in like Reddit streams, like there'd be comments be like, "Wasn't a catch" or something like that.
Yeah.
The
But pick six also. The pick six is one of the best plays
that's
ever.
why,
Also, that's an insane play.
Yeah, I vividly remember him just like sitting. That was the first time that I knew they just had oxygen tanks and masks sitting on the sideline for them. Because he just sat there for maybe the rest of the game with an oxygen mask.
Yeah. That was right before halftime too.
Yeah, time expired as he was running down the sideline. So like that was, I remember sitting there on the floor in my fucking living room, just like watching the review over and over, and I was like, he's in. And then fucking, it felt like they were reviewing that for a half an hour.
Yeah. I've seen him say online before that he couldn't find the clock as he was running back, and he thought that he should maybe go down or step out so that they could kick a field goal because he didn't think he was going to make it.
That's a big dude running down that sideline, too.
Yeah. There was a block in the side, pretty close to the goal line, but that's all it was. All right. I'm going to go. These are kind of chalky, but I'm going to fuck the Patriots over twice here. I'm going Super Bowl 42, David Tyree helmet catch. And I'll go Malcolm Butler interception. I think
Yeah.
That the Malcolm Butler one, the Patriots won, which sucks. The end of that game was fucking insane.
Yeah,
I might have another thing for honorable mentions / a pick in that.
Yeah, the end of that game was fucking awesome. I am going to go with I got 2 here. I hope one snakes back to me. I'm gonna go with same thing. kind of the Mario Manningham catch.
Yep.
Super Bowl, I forget what the second one.
46.
46, yeah. Incredible throw, incredible catch. Last drive down the field, Eli right in their fucking dicks.
Down 2 too. To get it to
Yeah.
like the 50.
Yeah, they were on their own like
Yeah, like
10,
10.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was a fucking perfect throw. Perfect throw, perfect catch.
Yeah. I remember in that game people being like, "Oh, not again," like for the Patriots, and I was like, "Dude, they're not fucking the Giants are not winning this game." And
Yeah, yep,
as soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh shit. This is going to happen."
yep.
I'm gonna go very off the road a little bit. It's not gonna be like super iconic necessarily, but and Lexi just walked upstairs. So, but I'm gonna go with the James Bradbury passenger or holding call. Incredible. Sitting in at that sitting in at the gotta put a towel under the door. At that Super Bowl party and everybody's like, what? And I just got to be like the one in the corner's like, yeah, there's probably a hold. That was a hold, I think.
I hate to be the one to tell you guys, but
Like they were showing the replay, they're like see like he grabs he like you see where he grabs him right there and then also for fun, this is personal, like probably just to me, my cousin's a Ravens fan and we were all over there when the Ravens were in the Super Bowl, so the lights going out in the Ravens Super Bowl.
Yeah, I had that on my list too.
I have that as my next one. It's just like everybody's at a Super Bowl party, and you're just kind of like everybody forgets like that they could just hang out and keep having a party together for a second. Like, what do we do? What do we do now?
Yeah.
So
that's also I think maybe the greatest sports tweet of all time is after that happened. Wait, fuck, was it that or was it something else? I'm pretty sure it was after that. I think that was right around when James Harrison started getting suspended and fined for stuff. That's why I kind of think this was maybe in reference to the regular season.
yeah,
there was a game where now I got to look this up to make sure it's correct, but I'm pretty sure he got like suspended or something, or he got like some kind of something, and the lights went out in the Super Bowl, and he tweeted, he was like, "Ha! If I can't play, can't nobody play." And now I have to look it up. But Corey, you can go ahead.
There's two here. I'm gonna go with this one because I was watching this game. The other one's older. Tracy Porter, pick six.
Yeah,
Super Bowl
I had it.
42? 44.
44.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was rooting for the Saints in that Super Bowl. The Drew Brees Saints, turned him and Sean Payton turned that whole franchise around. They go to the Super Bowl. Peyton's driving them down the field to tie, I believe. I think they were down 7. The Colts were.
Yep.
Tracy Porter picks off about like 73 yards or something like that the other direction to seal it. Awesome moment. Yeah, Tracy Porter pick 6.
Okay, wait. So I found this. It was not during the Super Bowl. He tweeted it December 19th of 2011. It says, "If I can't play, then can't nobody play. ... Lights out." And there's this.
go ahead.
No, I gotta share my screen for a second.
But like that was the Super Bowl that entrenched.
It's a working man's city, bro. He's just getting his 40 in.
Then Joe Flacco became elite, and then they sold their soul for him, and everybody left, and they were pretty bad right away.
Yeah.
Right. So that was a good one.
Fuck. The lights went out in a different football game, I think. I think he did get suspended for a hit.
Thinking of
Was it the
Emlyn?
Bills Bengals? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Monday
think it
night
was the one
game,
where
or
the dude's leg gets like caught underneath and he just dives through his head.
oh.
I think it was a Browns game actually.
Speaking of, I saw a video today of the Marshawn
Yeah.
Lattimore. He was a running back at South Carolina. Was that his first name?
Marshawn Lattimore's the Saints guy.
Yeah, I can't think of the other guys. Marcus Lattimore. What the fuck was his name?
Is it Marcus Lattimore?
Maybe. I don't. Either way, running back South Carolina, his fucking knee injury. I saw a video of it today. Holy fuck. That shit got shattered.
Marcus. Yeah, that one was disgusting. I just remember like flopping in his face.
Yeah, when he rolled over.
I like waved at him. He's like,
Yeah. I think it was on Johnny Manziel's podcast or something. I think that was the clip I saw. He tore all 4 ligaments in his knee and his calf and his hamstring on that hit.
This is off, have we been on here since Justin Tucker was whacking off?
No.
Oh.
I think the funniest thing I read was Justin Tugger.
Dude, I don't know how you see Deshaun Watson go through all that and you don't just stop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What he like did and all this stuff is old, and this whole time he's just been like,
that's the AFC, baby. Always fucking coming. Best division in football. AFC North football means a whole different thing now.
Yeah. We got Big Ben. We just need a Bengal.
yeah.
I think they need to take out that thing where it's like Steelers Ravens needs to be played in a dark alley at midnight. I don't think they can say that anymore.
Also,
imagine if they played it in the bathroom of a massage parlor. Holy shit.
Slippery.
Do you guys know where Marcus Lattimore got drafted?
Like what round?
Yeah.
Like the 3rd.
Eric. He's a 4th round pick.
Fuck, I was gonna say 4th. I'm an idiot.
It looks like he doesn't have an NFL stat though.
No, I can't believe he was awesome at South Carolina. He was really good. And the leg injury happened and I was like, wow, some team's getting him for a steal. I'm an idiot. What am I talking about? He tore his entire leg apart.
Yeah, that was gross. I mean, Nick Chubb came back from something like that. Kinda.
Yeah, but
I don't think it was as severe. Dude,
yeah.
All 4 ligaments and the hammy and the calf. He said there was a chance because something happened with some artery. He's like, there was a chance he wasn't going to be able to like use that leg again, and I thought a team was getting a steal for him in the draft.
It's like he might bleed out and fucking die.
Yeah.
All right, so my turn here. I've got a couple that are all kind of close to each other. I actually looked up the guy's name for this one. Mike Jones.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of too.
The guy who tackled Kevin Dyson on the he tackled him on like the 1.5 yard line, but extending the ball to about a foot short of the goal line, about as close as it fucking gets. That would be heartbreaking. Of course, Jeff Fisher was the one on the sideline for that. Fucking hate to see it for our guy. The other one, I think I'll go with just the drive in general, but John Elway helicopter on like the 5.
I had it on my list.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's like a hilarious call, I think by Madden, where he says like 37 years old. You think this game doesn't mean something to him? I'm like, it's the Super Bowl, dude. What do you mean? It's like, actually, I thought he didn't give a fuck because he's old. But
um, I got two here again. One I'm absolutely gonna have to talk about in the honorable mention if it doesn't get picked. I'm gonna go with probably the more iconic one, wide right.
yeah,
Yeah, wide right. Dude, I would kill myself if that happened. Like if I was a Bills fan, dude. Oh
but
my
hey,
God.
they'll get back there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they did, and they did. They got back there.
Yeah. And it actually just got worse and worse every time.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, I don't know how you go to work on Monday after that one, and then it happens 3 more years in a row.
Yeah, I don't imagine being on the Bills, like walking the first day of OTAs the year after the fourth one.
Oh,
Like, what do you? Obviously, they didn't make it back again. At some point, you got to just be like, we have to quit. I don't even want to win the Super Bowl because I don't want to play in it
yeah,
and risk it.
yep.
Oh, that would be rough. That's like when Big Cat and PFT talk about like the would you rather win one Super Bowl or what was it? Win one Super Bowl and never make it back, or make it every year and lose or something? Was that what
I
the
think to
question
make the
was?
playoffs every year, but never
Yeah,
something like
I,
that.
Oh,
that's so frustrating. I'd rather like win one every like 15 years or something. I mean, I guess that's also pretty good for some teams. Not you guys. It's hard to. I'm not talking to the right crowd.
well, we haven't had one in.
15
It's been
years.
15 years. Yeah.
Since 72 or whatever. But I'm going to take one from the. I'm going to take the onside kick, the ambush.
Yep,
In
I
this
had
Saints
that
Super
too.
Bowl. Gutsy, ballsy play. Gives them the first lead of the game, and they ultimately won. So, Drew Brees, talk about it. Now, here's a guy that plays the game the right way, and
Here's a guy whose team can recover an onside kick.
yeah, Pierre Thomas. I brought it up to have the details, but just a funny, also kind of a name that you forget about a little bit.
He's
Yeah.
the guy who kept Reggie Bush from being a star, if you can believe
Yeah. Yep.
That's such a Reggie Bush might have like the coolest college tape of all time, and just like not a
Yeah.
total dud in the NFL, but kind of pretty much, I'd say.
Yeah, he's.
Disappointing.
I remember
Yeah.
that was like I didn't really know the NFL that well at that time, and I remember playing Madden, and like I was like, oh yeah, like they got Reggie Bush, and I like started the game, and he wasn't on the field, and I looked up the thing, and he was second on the depth chart. I was like, who the fuck is Pierre Thomas? Dude? I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
Do we want to
So,
go around one more time? I have enough.
um,
Or do we want to just do honorables?
I only have really 2 more.
you could rip off all your honorables. The only other one I really had that I was just trying to think of like unique-ish ones, and I just put a real like sucking dick of the Dolphins one. It's like winning 2 back-to-back, one with an undefeated season, the only team to ever fucking do it. So it's pretty much all I had.
I had this is the one I was picking between with the last one. I didn't go with it because they didn't ultimately win the game. But like at that point, opening kickoff, there's all the fucking camera flashes. Just like the whole stadium's going off, and fucking Devin Hester back there,
Yup.
like that's the guy you don't fucking kick to. And they
Right.
fucking kicked it to him to open off the Super Bowl. Cameras are going crazy. You can see like I love when it starts with like the view, like the big view.
Yeah.
Kick it to him and he just fucking houses it to start the Super Bowl. That was an incredible moment. But
Yeah.
again, they didn't win, so
I had that too. Yeah, I got a couple. I hate them, but the Philly special is one of the more iconic trick plays. Also,
I was never gonna pick it.
It has
Yeah.
stat sheet. I didn't even put it on the list, but it was. I looked it up. That
Yep.
would be number one across multiple things. The number one Super Bowl moment.
Same
It's
vein,
also
which
not.
I
It's like a
think,
second quarter
yeah, I think
play.
it was
Yeah.
your third potential Steelers one is Randall Elda Hines Ward.
Oh, I have another one. That was not it, but
Ooh, what is it?
Willie Parker, the longest touchdown
Oh.
run in Super Bowl history.
That's
But
true.
the Randall to Hines Ward is a more iconic
Yeah.
moment. But Willie Parker, first play of the second half. He was also my favorite player at the time,
I
so
won a Willie Parker.
I loved me some Fast Willie.
I won me a Willie Parker card in the arcade at Knoebels once. Just fun fact for you.
Nice.
How many points was that one worth?
A lot of points.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Other ones, again, I hate them, but 28-3.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the Patriots, that would be the most hilarious thing of all time to me.
The Edelman catch
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
I was watching that game with some of my roommate, or not roommates, but some of my friends in college. And the one guy's girlfriend at the time was there, and she was the only Patriots fan in the room. And it was just it was a bunch of like Steelers fans, and we were just all like loving it. And then 28-3 happened, and
Yeah. Didn't you have a
Tough.
weird roommate in college?
my freshman year,
Yeah.
This might have been was this our sophomore year?
The
Or
white,
did I just like have all my friends at that point? I don't remember.
he was a
Yeah, I
wank.
think it was later.
That was the deal, right?
That guy, yeah, he
was a master.
I forget his name, to be honest.
No way.
I think it was I mean, I'm not. I think it was I don't know. I don't remember. Got that.
I'll just bleep it.
I absolutely know his name.
Did you put a thumbs up on his screen?
I saw that too. How did you thumbs up?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
How do
You just put like a bubble thumbs up on your screen.
Yeah.
I mean, I again don't have a computer. This is, if you don't see me touching the phone, I'm not touching the phone.
That's crazy. What the hell is that, then?
Other ones I had, we kind of mentioned it. The Jermaine Curse catch that leads up
Yeah.
to the Malcolm Butler. That's like one of the craziest catches I've ever seen, and it's in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yep. That was insane. If they just run the ball there, that's like one of the greatest catches
Yeah,
of all
that's the
time.
new Tyree. I remember that happened, and I was like, "That's the new Tyree catch."
Yeah. And then they threw it.
Yeah.
Which, based on how this past season went for the Steelers, I'm really happy that happened to Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he could fucking. I saw a thing today that we're not bringing him back.
Yeah, that's
Officially.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I mean, imagine. I mean, obviously that's the thing. It's like that. Did you guys watch The League when it was out? When
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
cold
Oh,
opens
yeah.
was Lynch like throwing a beer to one of the other characters. Like, I could have just run. Or,
Yeah.
he's like,
I
"I could've just run."
sleepwalk that thing over there.
I have how many more do you have, Liz? Because I have a blind resume from a Super Bowl performance that I would like you guys to guess.
I just got a couple, but real quick on Russell Wilson. I was talking to my boss about it, and I was like, yeah, it's fucking annoying that he says that he wants to retire a Steeler, and he said, well, he could just do that today if he wants.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point. Last three, I had Jets beating the Colts in Super Bowl III, biggest underdog to ever win the Super Bowl. They're 18-point underdogs in the fucking Super Bowl. How's it even happen?
That's insane.
And then I had, this one's kind of lame. I'm not even going to say it, actually. But my last one, Cam Newton business decision. I'm just a Cam Newton hater now that, like, after what he's turned into.
You should watch him on Special Forces.
I saw him climb onto that helicopter. That was actually pretty sick.
It was like 2 feet from him.
I know, but still.
To me, I think there's like a. Actually, just kidding. It was just as impressive because it was a lady athlete that also did that. also like actors. Anyway,
Well, so it's actually not impressive at all that he did that.
yeah.
Second thought, I rescind that.
And a
Never
small
mind.
child with cerebral palsy also jumped onto the helicopter. That's not true. That's false.
Like, damn, who let him do that?
That's one where I like to think I'm quick on my feet, but I can't think of a joke that I can still say in that amount of time.
Oh.
All right, what was your blind resume? Yeah.
All right. Quarterback of the losing team. 16 of 28, 302 yards, one rushing and one passing touchdown. Do you think this guy should still be in the league?
Oh, is this fucking Kaepernick?
No.
If you didn't say should he still be in the league, I wouldn't have got that.
I know, because I just wanted to say that that's kind of a funny moment. It's just like he fucking started in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you said
and tried to go to Miami. It's just that's not how it works.
Until you said should he still be in the league, I was gonna be like, damn, I didn't know Jalen Hurts. I thought he threw for more yards than that the first time. All right. Well, yeah, that's I think that's gonna do it. So upcoming. So next week we'll do Super Bowl recap. We'll kind of do put a bow on the NFL season, get some off-season storylines that we're into maybe. And then the week after that, we're gonna have trivia episode, and also the video of my challenge will come out, which I'm doing tomorrow. So I am after work. I'm going to start it, and then at the same time Saturday I will be ending it. So I did a little stress test at the gym over the weekend. And I have officially decided that I will be running 3 miles. So 6 jerks. I might have done a stress test on that topic as well. But it's also...
I'd want a full tank for that.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a blizzard on Saturday, too, when I'm going to be running.
Yeah.
It's part of it, too. But I'm gonna brave it. If snow football's sick, snow running before you jerk off is also sick. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out how to edit that into a video that actually looks enjoyable. I think I mean it's easy enough to do the podcast, but I don't know.
I'm comfortable with chopping videos together. If you want to give me a bunch of clips, and I can.
All right.
Play around
I was planning on just doing a little like a selfie video update every time I do something, and just see if I say anything funny, pretty much. So
okay,
there it is. Yeah,
little clips of the activities,
Yep.
to a certain
all
extent.
of the activities. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll drink in solidarity with you.
That'd be sick. All right. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you all next time.